Hi, this is Glenn from Third Millennium. Today we're going to take a few minutes to show you how to install our Stebel Airhorn Kit into an NB Miata. This is our 2004, and we're going to show you how to do this. This is an easy install, a little bit of reaching up under the grill and so forth, but we'll show you exactly how to do that. Start off like any electrical work on a car. You should disconnect the negative battery terminal before you get started, just to be safe. And of course, remember, this is going to potentially reset your radio presets and so forth, or any alarm system, so take that into account. Now in our car, we have one of our battery disconnects that we've installed here. This makes it very easy to connect and disconnect. These are really nice, American-made, solid bronze. You basically bolt this into place on the negative terminal, then put the vehicle's negative terminal there. You want to disconnect, and you simply just turn that a couple of turns and the battery's off. Right, we'll go around front here, take a look, and show you what the setup is with the car and with the kit. Now, on the kit, you've got a number of components that come with it. Of course, you have the horn itself. It's made by Stebel of Italy. Its big attraction is that you get an air horn, but the compressor is built right into the body of the horn so that you don't have to run any tubing or fool around with anything that's complicated like that. Our kit then includes a solid aluminum mounting bar. We found that this is superior to using small angle iron pieces and that type of thing. This isn't going anyplace. You got a ground wire that's here. You've got, for the NB and the NC kits, a short 4-inch extension that you might need, and you'll probably use this on an NB. You've got a square head bolt and a nylock nut. This is actually used for the mounting on the horn. If you look in the back, they've actually got a casting right here, and the square head piece fits right into that, give you a nice solid mount. We've got a longer 6mm hex head bolt for the going through the bar and into the factory location on the B and also the C models Miatas. We got a couple of fuses. They use some different fuses, different years on the Miatas. On the NA and the NBs, the horn and the brake lights are on the same fuse, 15 amp fuse. You're going to replace that with a 20, just on the off chance that it might be enough to blow the fuse if you happen to be braking and holding down the horn at the same time. On our test cars, we've never actually run into an issue with the original 15, but this gives you a little safety margin. Then over on the vehicle here, I'll show you what we have. Here's your stock horn bracket, which is right to the left of the latch on the hood. And I've got a light under here. Try to show you exactly what you've got. Now you're going to reach through the bottom here, okay, with your hand, and I'm going to position this light, show you what you got to work with. Here's your horn. Single lead, which is attached to it. The horn grounds through the body, and that's how it's connected. And there are two bolts, okay, that we're going to have to take off. Obviously this one at the top here, but we can't take this one off by itself because there isn't room for this bracket with this hook in it to go down through this protected area in front of the grill. This is the bumper support. So there's another little bolt in on the horn bracket halfway down, and I'm going to point to it here. Right there where my thumb is. See that? That little that's a 10mm head bolt. What we're going to do is we're going to take our wrench, we're going to take that one off, the wire off, remove the horn from underneath, and then we're going to get that other bolt on the top. So our next thing to do, take off the actual wiring that we've got here. Wiring's real easy. It's a squeeze on this side, this bottom side of the connector. You squeeze it in, wiggle it up and off, and that's out of there. So now all we've got to do is a little bit of work with a wrench, and we'll be all set. I like these little gear wrenches. These are kind of neat for getting into these areas. A small socket will work too. You can even use a small, just regular 10mm wrench. Just going to go a little bit slower. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the camera onto the tripod, put it over here close, and then go ahead and get these couple of bolts out. Alright, got the camera set up, and I'm going to reach in underneath here. We've got two pieces you can reach side by side underneath here to get up in there to work, and not very difficult. It's a little awkward, but not really a problem. Just take the horn out. There's the horn and the bracket that it's on. And then we can go ahead and pull this top one off again, 10mm. Lift it up and just slip it out of there. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the horn together for mounting in the vehicle. Now, remember I said the square head is going to fit under there, then the bracket. Okay. What we're going to do also, before we put the nylock on the bottom of the horn, two electrical connectors. They're embossed right into the plastic. That's plus, minus. Take the black lead, put it onto the negative. Okay. Square head bolts, bracket, negative lead, then the nylock on top. And again, the idea is to get that straight up and down. So go ahead, this is a 13mm for tightening this up, or a socket or adjustable wrench or whatever you're using. You'll want this one nice and tight. We use a nylock nut because once those things get mounted, pretty much vibration proof, which is a good thing for a car. Okay, adjust that a little bit and really tighten it up. Okay, so there we go. That's in place, ready to go. We're going to use the original 6mm hex head that came with the car horn. A little bit too short because we have this big solid billet bar, so we give you a slightly longer one that you're going to use for doing the actual mounting. So we'll go ahead, take this over. I've already put the red extension in place. You do use that for most of the NBs just to give you a little extra rooms to loop up and down so it's not too tight of a fit. And you put that on before you fasten the bracket when you put it in the vehicle. So I'm going to go over, move the camera into place, and we're going to go ahead and finish up the install. All right. Have our horn here, and there's plenty of room to fit it through underneath. First thing we're going to do, we get it in, is we're going to attach the red positive lead to the bottom. With that in place, all we have to do is simply slide this up and then put the bolt into place and tighten it up. Now this particular bolt that I'm using here is a separate bolt with a lock washer. The one that we ship with the kit has a serrated headed bolt, so you don't need a lock washer for it. Still a good idea to check it. We suggest after you drive about 1,000 miles, just put a wrench on it, just to make sure everything's nice and tight. Alright, and there we are, ready to go. Now, a couple little things that we have to do is we do have to take care of the fuse. I'm going to pull this camera off, tripod, so we can show that. And the NB, we're going to use this this big 20 amp fuse. This one's easy to get to. Just come up to the front of the car here. We're going for this fuse right here, which is identified as the 15 amp stop fuse. Pull that one out. Put this one in. And we're done. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll reconnect the battery. And we'll go ahead and give it a try and see what we got. That'll get somebody's attention. So I hope this helps you out with the installation of the horn. It's a really simple project. No wires to cut or tubing to run or anything like that. Just need a couple of wrenches and really not much more than half an hour even if you're taking your time. So thanks very much, and again, hope this video helped you out.